It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena Whey. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Woo.
Hello and welcome to
What's the Maple Tea?
With me, Rowena Whey, and her.
And her, me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
What's the Maple Tea is the live broadcast podcast where we laugh.
Laugh hysterically.
And cry.
Oh my goodness sakes.
And also throw a lot of shade.
And I'll throw some shade?
Yeah.
Who are we going to throw some shade at other than ourselves?
Just ourselves.
Just ourselves, okay.
Yes.
Just ourselves.
Rowena Whey, your chest is so hairy, you're the gorilla the 100 straight men are trying to take down.
Oh.
Have you seen that meme recently?
No.
It's like 100 men versus a gorilla, and they keep like changing it up. It's very stupid.
Thank you for the context.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for the context.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the live broadcast podcast where we talk about everything Canada's Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, Kingston Drag, and gorillas.
And gorillas, apparently.
And gorillas.
I am learning a new subject today. So gorillas, are they in the mist?
They're in the mist, yes. The mist. Is that the Stephen King mist or the M. Night Shyamalan mist?
Or is it gorillas in the midst? Is it midst?
In our midst.
Yeah, gorillas in the midst. Is that not a thing? Is that not Jane Goodall's movie?
Gorillas in the midst.
In the midst. Or midst?
I'm Googling.
In the midst of being discovered.
In the
Is midst a word?
M-I-D-S-T, yes, as in like in the. It's called Gorillas in the Mist.
Oh, it's in the mist.
And it is Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, it's Sigourney Weaver. Who's doing Jane Goodall?
She is playing Jane Goodall.
Yes. See, I was almost there.
It's
just that close. That close.
It's an adventure. Oh no, it's not about Jane Goodall. It's about Diane Fossey.
Who the hell's Diane Fossey?
Who cares?
Fossey? Fossey.
No, not Fosse. Fossey. Fossey.
Fossey.
It's from 1988. Sigourney Weaver's been doing movies for that long.
It's longer than 1988. Because she was in Aliens, which was like not 1988 or Alien. It was.
She was in Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was first, Rowena?
Alien was first.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. We have some movie trivia for you today.
Oh, is that what we're doing today? Is movie trivia?
Well, we were talking about
what was the very first movie filmed in Kingston to feature Tyffanie Morgan?
101 Ways to Kill Rowena Whey. No, it wasn't.
No,
that.
that's the next movie.
That was the next movie.
Volcano? No.
A Doom Boogie?
Oh my gosh. No, that sounds too horrific.
Too
Sweet Pea
horrific.
Studios, The Thriller.
The Thriller. The inside of Sweet Pea Studios. Was it magic or was it mayhem?
Escape Room 3, Sweet Pea Studios.
Escape Room 3.
We're practicing our improv for our Friday show.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, that's right. We got improv.
We do.
We got some fun stuff coming up this week.
do.
Literally this week, days away.
Literally days away. Just 3 days away.
3 days. 3 days
In
only.
gay days, that's one.
In work week days, it is 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Someone was
Lord.
asking us what our subject matter is today.
Well, because they had a suggested subject matter themselves on the Instagram. So I'm streaming on Tiffany's Instagram.
Oh, love that.
We have more viewers there than we normally do
because it's Tiffany's Instagram.
on What's the Move to Instagram.
One of these days, we're gonna go live on my Instagram, and we'll get like
we can do that.
a lot of viewers.
Fuck you, bitch.
We'll get 5s of viewers.
5s of viewers. Oh my god. So, so the question is, subject. They're like, Dynasty Star has officially, for reals, done her last show.
That's what she said the last time.
I know.
Before that, she's like the Cher of Canadian drag.
It's like every drag queen of like my generation, other than me.
Is Dynasty Star of your generation?
Well, actually, she's not of
she's
my
of
generation.
your mama's generation.
She's of my mama's generation.
Yeah.
But okay, so let me rephrase that. So not my generation, but I kind of, even though we're definitely a generation apart, I kind of feel kinship with her. We're kind of like the same kind of. It's the same kind of cut from the same stone-ish almost.
Cut from the same sequin fabric that she didn't give back to you for years.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. We may have shared rice tits together at some point. You know,
Oh my
one
God,
of those.
Did you boil the rice afterwards?
No, stop it. I wish I didn't
Hey,
tell you that story.
sometimes there are lean days. Oh, I just kicked my camera.
Why are you
Sometimes there are
touching?
lean days. Lean days.
Sometimes there's lean days, and you really just gotta eat that fucking cat
I
food.
do remember wearing rice tits. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember
I
wearing
do.
rice tits?
They used to fly out while I was performing because I used to do like flips and tricks back then.
Oh my god!
Did you know that I used to do the splits when performing? I did them like twice.
Can you do that now?
No.
We need a little zhuzhing up of the Kingston drag scene, y'all.
I need to do some more splits. Simone Says left. She was the last one who did splits.
Yeah, do some splits. Do some splits.
I will.
But
Scratch.
Simone Says is apparently kind of back.
No, she's not out of retirement. She's doing that thing where like there's one out of retirement show and then another out of retirement show and then eventually she'll come fully out of retirement and then she'll retire again.
Okay, so it's definitely not of my generation. It is just ubiquitous throughout drag culture.
Yes.
That people are like, I'm retiring. And then suddenly you're like, I thought you were retired, bitch.
Well, they're tired.
They're just tired. They're taking a sabbatical. So when they say retire, they really mean I'm taking a sabbatical.
Oh my God, can I take a drag sabbatical? Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
I might consider doing that. I know I've said this before, but I might actually want to take a drag sabbatical. Maybe once I hit 10 years of doing drag, I'll take a drag sabbatical.
Or maybe we'll call it a drag cleanse.
Oh my God, a cleanse.
A cleanse where you like clean yourself.
I'll like move to Europe for a year and then I'll come back.
Girl, if you move all over to Berlin, and we're never going to see you again.
This is true.
Or we'll just
I'll
see
never
the
be seen
inside of
from
you
again.
all the time.
Oh, true. I will just be only flans. Only flans. Oh, that's my new baking channel. Only flans.
Yeah. Your middle name will be Prolapse. Okay.
Doesn't flow off the tongue very well. Rowena Prolapse Whey.
Okay. Well, we got some more details here about our lovely. We love this bitch. I know we
love Dynasty
Star. Like
even though she invited us to be in that show in April, and then she didn't actually invite us to be in that show in April.
Did she?
Do you remember she asked us to book it off in our calendars, and then she never asked us to be in the show?
But she never did it.
She did. She did the show. Yep. I know.
I have no words. What? She didn't even tell me to put it on to dragshow.ca or anything.
Maybe it didn't happen, but she did book a show. Like I saw the show booked for that time period.
Oh, okay. So she's unable to walk now. And
Hey, you can perform from a wheelchair.
you can perform from a wheelchair.
Yeah, she's not
Exactly.
done.
Yeah.
She's not done. Trust me, she's not done.
She'll be in the catacombs. she'll be. Yeah, exactly. We can wheel her out on Halloween, and she'd be the crypt
Halloween
keeper.
every year. Halloween.
She'll just read crypt creeper stories in the
yep.
corner of the room.
Honestly, that would be a great drag number.
That would
Just
be
have
a
someone
great
wheel
number.
you out and be like, "Hello again, children."
Oh
Oh my god, do you want to just like scrap your one number for Comedy of Drag Airs and do that?
Well,
And
there's
just
no
come
ramp
out?
up to the stage. If there was a ramp up to the stage, yes, absolutely.
You know what we were both going to
We
do?
just need a wheelchair. at
So
that
in
point.
November, in the last Comedy of Drag Airs, we were both going to read an adult children's book.
Oh, wait,
and neither of us
shit.
did it.
I have an adult children's book.
Well, I have like 15 of them.
Well, I have a new one.
I have a new one.
Fuck you.
Anyway, maybe I'll just whip it out. I already have 4 numbers, but maybe I'll whip it out and do another one. We'll just open the show with a reading.
I'm gonna do some questionable content.
You are doing questionable content. I'm so excited. It's fun.
It came from my mind.
That's scary.
And actually, one of them was inspired by because I went down a road of pantomime, which was interesting. Just kind of going down that road of like all these pantomime dames over the many decades.
Tiffany
British.
Morgan really is the Canadian version of a pantomime dame.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like I can really relate to a pantomime dame, and yeah, these are they're always called pantomime dames sort of thing, but they were men dressed as women, and then they would sing, and a lot of their songs were very suggestive.
Very suggestive.
And it was on theater stages and stuff, and
They were usually the villain, or like they were the grand, like the biggest character. Like they were like the princess, or they were the villain.
well in the
or
plays,
yeah,
in the play,
Yeah.
yeah, because they were part of plays too. They were definitely in plays too. And actually, it was interesting. I watched this short little documentary, and that's where it started off in the plays, where you're like playing, like the Ugly Sisters or something, a Sleeping Beauty or something, Princess, whatever, you know what I mean. And then they're like, you know what, you have some talent there. Let's get a one-woman show for you. Oh, and then the gay bars and stuff too, of course. So I'm like,
this is how drag came. This is not how drag came to be, but this is how Tiffany came to be. She was in a play, and someone was like, "You have star quality. Let's put you in the basement of someone's house.
Let's put you in the basement of Club 477 and have you do drag."
That's
There
why
we
she's
go.
so pale."
Oh my gosh. But yes, thoughts and prayers and blessings to Dynasty Star.
Retiree.
She is a pantomime dame. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Rowena Whey. So how have you been this last week?
Oh God, I have been shockingly busy for someone who didn't have shows. I did 2 speaking engagements last week at Queen's University. I got to share the stage with 2 wonderful Indigenous comedians from Toronto and Ottawa.
What?
Part of Gotland, the show Gotland, which you can find online at Gotland. Janelle Niles and Denise McLeod, both fantastic people. Very funny. I was laughing my ass off.
Oh.
And I helped with Napanee Pride's veteran crosswalk fundraiser this Saturday.
Oh, yes. You posted a video of you pulling a fire truck
Yes, exactly. I pulled a fire truck 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, I did it twice with my team and then once with Octavia. Did you know, I think that we are the first 2 drag queens to pull a fire truck by
Rowena.
ourselves.
Probably.
Yeah.
Pull a fire truck or fireman?
We pulled a fire truck with 2 firemen in it.
Oh.
I know. That's an extra, like, 400 pounds of muscle. Yeah, which makes a big difference when it's like 5 tons that you're pulling.
Did you actually get it to move?
We moved it the full distance, like
Oh my
start line to
God.
finish line.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I stopped watching at a certain point.
She stopped watching when she stopped caring.
Well, because they're like, oh, we're drag queens, we're pulling it. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, you were in sweats and no makeup,
It was
no hair,
It was unplanned.
no sweats, no makeup, no hair, no nothing.
And it was raining.
You didn't even put lipstick on, girl.
We didn't have your equipment with us. It was we didn't know.
Not
we were
even
gonna
a
be given
tutu.
the opportunity.
Like not even the
We were
obligatory.
wearing leis.
Oh, yes, you were wearing
Yeah,
lays.
we were wearing
Okay,
lays.
that's as gay as it's going to
And
get.
I was wearing a thong. Does that make it a drag queen?
Like thong footwear?
Underwear.
Oh, only if people can see it, I think. That's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take me to the beer garden, Tiffany. I have no idea what that means.
I don't know, but I like the beer garden.
I love yeah, let's go to the beer garden. Let's go to the beer garden. Wait, is there a beer garden at
Is there a beer garden at Kingston Pride this year?
well, I was thinking more along the lines of Lake Ontario Park on May 17th, but okay.
Oh, is there?
I don't know. I hope there is. Now that you Verge.
Should we Google it?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's supposed to be all ages. I am assuming there is none. Let's just assume there is none. I always assume there is none, because alcohol in public spaces is always a very questionable thing. But yeah, there's lots of. So my week, Rowena, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Has been stressful and strainful, and but full of new life. Of the garden. I'm really
there is
loving
a beer garden. Daft Brewing will be there.
Daft. Yay! Daft is gonna be there. Okay. That's May 17th.
You have a new renewal on life. It's like it's spring.
It's like spring. And we're actually launching into summer.
Oh my goodness.
Spring into summer.
Spring into summer.
Spring into summer. It's the Victoria, which is surprising. This is the Victoria Day long weekend, which is normally on the May 2-4 weekend, but it's not.
It's on the May 17th
It's on the May 17th weekend. I hope you know that you don't go into work on the 19th or whatever, if I'm doing my math correctly.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, where was I going with that? Anyway, yay, free booze. Not free booze. No.
Not free. You have to pay.
Have to pay.
You have to pay.
But booze is available.
Tiffany's booze will be free because you will be buying it for her.
It's all ages. I have to be careful.
You're like one of the last performances of the night. Are you hosting it?
I'm kind of emceeing in between the acts.
Okay.
So that's what they love about drag.
Is that we perform and also talk?
Well, we've done it before.
We did it at YGK Beer Fest.
We perform and we talk in between the bands, switching over from one band to the next band. And I think it's magical.
I think it's magical too.
Yeah, and so I'm doing that.
Well,
on
this
May
is why
17th.
I've been hosting the Intercultural Arts Fest for the last 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, I've done it 3 years in a row now. What? What?
Have you only told me about it last year? Like this last? I only knew about it this year.
I've literally done it 3 years in a row.
She's not involving me in her life.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The last year.
I would love to. I like watching you on stage in between like Bollywood dancing or whatever may be on there, you know,
so
and
many
Irish
different
cultural dancing, and like it'd be so much fun.
So last year they asked me 3 days before the event.
Oh, that's what it
because
was.
Someone backed out.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, Rowena's hosted it. Let's ask her.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, yeah, sure. I can cancel my other event and do this. Let's do it.
But where was I going with?
You were having a good weekend.
Oh, no. Yes, I'm having a good. That is going to be a good weekend, May 17th. But what I was trying to say is that, moving the conversation along a little bit, is that having drag find a little space, as she yawns, because she's so fucking tired of me.
So tired.
Having drag in like this little space of being able to help out with a show and help out with it kind of makes me think of that next progression of drag. I keep talking about like it was. I thought it was a really amazing opportunity that I was able to take my drag into acting in a movie. It's not just drag shows. We can be elsewhere.
Maybe this is why drag queens are becoming DJs.
We can become DJs. It's like just adding that extra layer, and I'm loving to see that. And I'm loving to see that on television. Priyanka being
Drag
a host,
Brunch saved my life.
She is the TV host basically of this program.
She is also a guest correspondent on ET Canada.
I don't give a shit about ET Canada. I'm talking about Drag Brunch saved my life. Okay, no, she's got the TV presence, but this is her own little program, and I'm loving to see that she's able to like, take drag and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start hosting my own fucking shows.
Speaking of hosting your own shows, did you see the trailer for King of Drag got released this week?
Yeah, I saw a clip of it
Yeah, so it's an all drag king reality show.
on Out TV, right?
No, it's on Reverie.
Reverie.
Yeah, I don't know where it'll be available in Canada, but it's on Reverie.
And it had Got Mick in it, right?
As one of the judges, like a guest
Yeah.
judge, yes. But it's hosted by
So Rowena, tell people what this program will be.
King of Drag is a reality show that will feature contestants of diverse gender identities, including trans masculine people, cisgender women, non-binary folks, and more, all of whom will perform as drag kings. It'll be hosted by renowned drag king Murray Hill.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Because I saw the clip from Murray Hill. Yes.
And that will incorporate challenges that emphasize comedy, unconventional performances, and timely commentary on masculinity.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is kind of coming out of criticism of RuPaul's Drag Race being hyper feminine and not being as diverse as it could have been. It literally says that in the article about the show. So
Whatever
I'm
you need
excited.
whatever you need to do to sell tickets to your show.
Exactly. And I'm excited to watch one episode and then give it a chance.
Is it going to be like released on YouTube? Like there was that one program with Jujubee, and where it was the mock in the mock
Oh, Drag House Rules.
Drag House Rules. I
didn't
was
watch
able to
that.
watch the first episode on YouTube, but then the other episodes were like
Paramount or
firewall
something.
behind, like you had to have Paramount or
Yeah.
something. And I was
Probably.
like, fuck that. I'm not paying.
Well, that's so. This is what happened with.
I should support. I should support.
This is what happened with Dungeons and Drag Queens when this D&D program Dimension 20 did a special session with Bob the Drag Queen, Jujubee, Alaska, and Monet, and I watched the first episode on YouTube, loved it, and then I paid for the streaming app for like the month or whatever,
Yeah.
in order to watch the rest of the episodes, and it was really good and it was worth it. It was a good like $6 purchase. I was very happy with it.
Oh. Yeah, $6 is it's not that bad. It's
Yeah.
not that bad.
Like right now, I currently don't have an Out TV subscription, but I did just renew my Apple TV for 1 month so that I could watch a couple shows that I hadn't watched, and then I'm gonna like cancel it again.
just 1 month.
Literally just one.
I love how you go in, like you add those channels on Prime, right?
Mhm.
And then you go in, you're like, okay, I'm going to cancel. And then they're like, oh, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, for free for 3 more months, and you're like,
And
oh,
you're like, oh, okay.
And then you forget to cancel, and then you pay for it, and you're like, shit, fuck, shit,
I know.
Balls.
Shit balls. Bullshit.
shit, ball, shit.
Yes. Paramount Plus, Shudder. I got them all canceled, though. I got them all canceled.
Shudder. You paid for Shudder, like the
Roommate wanted
horror
Shudder.
movie.
The roommate wanted Shudder, but I was quite surprised at how many I didn't watch all the Toxic Avenger, but they had all the Toxic Avenger movies on there.
Interesting.
And I remember seeing some of the Toxic Avenger movies, like from the 80s. They were just camp. They were pure. Have you ever watched one?
I've never watched.
There's
the
going to be a
Toxic
new
Avenger.
one coming out with Dinklage or whatever.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. He's going to be the Toxic Avenger.
I don't know what that is. So
So
cool.
okay, so it's a camp, like literally, like you're
They're
like
at a camp.
no. You're like did John Waters write the script for this? So it's the Toxic Avenger is a guy who has been poisoned by toxic waste and becomes like this super this mutant but superpower sort of thing. But he's still just a regular old dude.
He's just a man.
He was a janitor, so he's always constantly has like a mop and broom with him and stuff. And anyway, so he goes and he avenges wrongs and stuff. And the wrongs are just really, really just like outrageous. Like, in the first movie, there was some teenagers who were just running over people
I need
just
an
for fun.
image. Oh my God.
And
okay.
and he went in and he, kicked balls. He kicked
Love
balls
this
and
Mad
ass.
Max-esque like
There's a
costuming.
There's like 20 of them.
This is
like,
great.
It's insane. Like they
I'm with
they changed.
Toxie.
Oh my.
Amazing.
Yeah. Toxic Avenger. Look it up. Peter Dinklage is he's
He
making a
reminds
movie.
me of the difference. Like he's half Frankenstein, half the Thing from Fantastic Four.
It really depends on who's
Who's
running
playing
it
the
and who's
character.
playing it.
Interesting.
And the makeup artists and stuff. But yeah, it's like Americana, or it's kind of making fun of Americana, and it's like it's just everything about it is just camp. You're like you just have to laugh at it.
That's just my life nowadays.
But it was on Shudder, and I watched the first movie of it, so that was good. Anyway, so you learned something new today. So so the question is, how do we incorporate drag into that? Well,
Tyffanie will be doing a performance as the Toxic Avenger of drag.
doing drag brunch.
Yes. Yes. She'll be mopping up after the drag queen at drag brunch.
It's true. It's true. That's exactly what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do.
Speaking of drag brunch, I have a Mother's Day drag brunch this Sunday with Octavia in Belleville.
Do you, Rowena Whey?
I do.
Oh, where is it? Is it at that very famous place?
Yes, it's at the Smokin' 116 Bistro.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I think that place has been on a TV program.
Not yet,
somewhere.
but soon. Soon. Maybe soon.
So, Mother's Day. Oh, the So Mother's Day, or what was it?
Oh, Mother.
Oh, Mother.
Yeah.
Oh, Mother. So who's all in that Mother's Day
Just
program?
myself and Octavia. It is
And where can they buy the tickets?
bingo drag brunch. They
Yeah.
can buy tickets at rowenaway.com.
A bingo drag brunch?
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
It's never been done before. Bingo and brunch and drag?
I literally have been doing bingo drag brunches for 3 years in Trenton.
Well, you never invite me out there, so fuck
Well,
you.
I'm so sorry. I invited you out for one show. I got you booked
we
in
didn't
that
do
one
bingo.
patio show. No, we didn't do bingo. People didn't want bingo. People wanted a dance party.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I think that Kingston needs raves. We don't have any raves.
All right. The question is on the floor.
Does Kingston need
more
raves?
raves?
No, we don't have any raves.
We don't have any raves?
No, I think we need raves. That's the question I'm posing to the audience today. Does Kingston need raves?
I will add. Okay, there we go. So that's the question. Does Kingston need raves? So are we going to do a debate? Are you for and I'll be against?
Okay, I'm for raves, yes.
Okay, Rowena, tell us, why are you for raves?
So raves, when set up properly and enforced properly, are really good environments for people to be able to go and just dance without having all of the issues of people like hitting on you and people grinding on you, and you can just kind of dance in a safe club style space. There doesn't even have to be alcohol sales. And it's just really good vibe music, and you know what you're getting when you go in. And you don't have to go out to a bar. You can just like go and just dance for like hours. Anyway, I just think it's good energy. It's different than going to a nightclub. It's different than going to a bar where there's like live musicians. Like you have a DJ, they're playing beats. The beats don't stop the entire night. There's no breaks. It's just, you just go. And if you need a break, you take a break. And you can go with friends. You can go alone. You just kind of like vibe. It's all about the vibe. Kids like vibes nowadays. What do you think?
Well, I'm listening to this. I'm like, that's kind of a rave, I guess. Back in my day, I don't know, like, I think I need to go to a rave and see what it's like now.
Yeah.
Because the way you're describing it, I'm like, it seems so sad.
Why does that seem sad?
Hey, I gave you your opportunity.
Okay.
Raves are sad. Sad places where lonely people go, and they really should just stay at home and drink.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm teasing.
I was gonna say,
So-
what do you have against going out dancing?
All right, raves. Against. No, Kingston doesn't need any more raves because raves bring all those crazy crackheads, and there'll be all these unwed mothers, and they'll be leaving babies in the dumpsters in the back, and property prices will plummet.
Everyone must have contraception. Everyone, no dumpsters are allowed at the rave.
Okay, this is one thing I do want to ask you, a rebuttal question.
Okay.
You said enforced properly when you're talking about raves. Raves are good if enforced properly. And in my mind, I'm like, raves are like the opposite of enforcement. Like it's
No, when I say enforced, I mean when people are buying their tickets, they need to understand like what the atmosphere is supposed to be like. Like people should know that it's a like consent policies. There should be like stuff like that, and like when
a culture.
the culture needs to be correct.
The rave culture needs to be correct.
The rave culture needs to be correct. And when I say enforced, I mean like if someone goes up to an organizer during the rave and is like someone keeps like touching me inappropriately, like that person could get booted. Like when I say like enforcement, I mean like the culture should be agreed upon before you go.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
What happened to the drug use? Because I remember
Oh, it still
everyone
happens.
on E, and everyone just loved each other on E.
Still happens.
But
People
you're
are
talking.
still on E and MDMA. I'm saying
Like,
consent.
I love you.
You just have to have consent.
I love you so much.
Well, yeah, you do that to your friends. You don't do that to random people that you have never seen before. You have to talk to them first and say like, "Hi,
Hi,
I'm Rowena.
Tyffanie.
Can I touch you?"
Can I say how much I love you?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's consent.
All right. So
Consent.
our viewers,
What is your opinion?
Who won this debate? Was it Tiffany Morgan, no raves in Kingston, versus Rowena Whey, bring the raves back to Kingston? Add to the conversation right now into the chats. Give us the chats. Immediately, right now. I want immediate feedback.
Right now.
No.
I do not want delayed gratification. I want immediate gratification.
Oh my goodness sakes. So, while we wait for that, because let's not pause for that. Let's not pause for that. So we were talking that we have a few more episodes ahead of us before we hit like the mayhem that is June.
Yes.
And I think we're probably going to talk about taking a
We
breaky
probably
poo.
won't be doing this during June.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to probably take a breaky poo during June.
Because we get tired.
Tab.
Tired. We enjoy having a day off. A single day. Just one. For Tiffany to recover from the Saturday, Sunday.
I actually said no, and it hurt me.
I said no to
Say-
something too.
I said no to something, and I was like, you got to be kidding! Like Tiffany's saying no to a show, but I literally had like 3 shows that week already. I'm being a little facetious. It was 3 shows within 7 days.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh.
YGK verdict favors Rowena Whey.
Oh no! No! I lost.
Ah, see, people like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, before we get stop with that. But yeah, June's going to be really, really busy for you, for me. Actually, the weeks leading up to June is going to be busy.
The weeks
too.
leading up to June are also busy. I am excited. I tried to make it so that my last week and a half of June was not full of events.
Yeah.
And then I got scheduled to go on a work trip. So I'm busy anyway. Busy in a different way that's a little bit more exhausting than drag.
But are you at least in downtown Toronto the last week of June?
Hamilton. Which I will be going to an event in Toronto. I will be going to a rave. Because we don't have them in Kingston. Got to go to Toronto for the fucking raves.
Oh my god, we used to have some really awesome parties here in town. Yeah, I remember those parties. Well, some of them parties. Some of those
I
parties.
just think it'd be a good vibes. I just think it'd be good vibes.
Um.
Yeah. Just saying. Just
All
saying.
right. But what was I saying about June? Oh, Pride Month is coming up. Yeah,
Pride
yeah.
Month is coming.
But also,
There's also other prides happening. So Napanee Pride is at the end of May. So it's not actually in Pride Month. It's in May. Sorry, not Napanee.
Greater Napanee Pride.
Yeah, Greater Napanee Pride is May 31st.
Yep.
It is Saturday, May 31st.
June Eve.
Yes, June Eve. June Eve. If you come to the drag show that's happening that night, you might just celebrate, June Eve into Pride morning. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I should advertise it as that.
Yeah, you should.
That would be great.
Party into Pride Month.
I'm going to rename the event. Party into Pride.
Party into Pride. Party into Pride.
And then also, Gananoque Pride is that week as well. So Gananoque Pride is the last week of May, leading into June. And there are a whole bunch of events happening. Our dear friend Anya Cox is one of the main organizers.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. It's a lovely little small handful committee sort of thing that put Gananoque together. But I just love how the spirit of Gananoque, like clearly there's a wellspring that, there's always been like a little committee here, there, everywhere, and it's just it's been amazing. It's been amazing. When was it? Anyway, I'm trying to remember the first Pride there.
Wasn't there a boat cruise?
No, there wasn't a boat cruise.
It's a little like you just went on a little pontoon boat.
Well,
Didn't you perform on a pontoon boat?
I have performed on a boat. Yeah, it's not a pontoon boat.
Did you hear that Practical Magic 2 is being made?
Yes, I did.
I'm very excited.
I'm very excited by it.
Excited.
Yeah. I'm also kind of excited to watch All Stars.
All Stars 10 starts on Friday, and you can all watch it after A Comedy of Drag airs. Seriously, you don't have to watch it during. You can watch it after.
After.
Like I do. I go home and then I watch All Stars and then I go to bed.
Yes.
But Selena Vile's going to be here. You're going to come for
Friday.
brunch? You're going to come for brunch with us on Saturday? After the show? Maybe?
Yes.
Possibly?
Yes.
Yes.
How can I say no?
You can't say no. Ha 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 ha.
Oh shit! I just opened my calendar up. Here's hoping my machine doesn't
Her
shut
computer
down
just
on me.
crashes.
Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure. I have nothing going on. Okay. Fine.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I have nothing. Nothing.
So talk about
Nothing.
Comedy of Drag airs, because this is the last one. Talk about tell us about Rowena Whey. It's me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan,
Yes.
asking you.
I am Rowena Whey.
Tell us, how has this experiment of comedy drag shows been for you? Don't hold back.
Okay. So Comedy of Drag airs was birthed out of my brain 2 years ago.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Well, I mean, like a year and a half. I think it's been like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Okay.
As a concept show to try to push some of the members of the local drag scene to step outside of their boxes and do something that is a little bit less traditional drag number. Well, actually, no, sorry, more traditional drag number, less new age drag number, because so many new drag performers nowadays are doing emphasis on the dancing, emphasis on the lip syncing, and less emphasis on those cabaret style skills that drag performers really had back when drag was kind of more of an underground art form. Like a lot of like the crowd work, the singing, the stand-up comedy, that type of thing. And so I created this concept show in order to get other drag performers interested and thinking about doing other types of performances. And the first one, I think, was the biggest success. We had Problem Matthew come out and do a full stand-up set. We had you come out and do a couple comedy numbers. I did some spoken word, and I did some very weird drag songs. We had Hilary Yoss down to do some comedy.
Oh yeah.
It was a really good show, and I think a few people really pushed themselves. And I know that I personally, Tyffanie hasn't really pushed herself. She's been doing the same old shit. Although I think you're actually pushing yourself the most on this one.
Well, now that anyway, continue.
Now that it's ending.
I was
Now-
like,
she's
I
had
gotta
3
put some effort in.
opportunities.
I gotta put effort in.
But I also put an improv set in the middle of each show in order to force people to do something that makes them a little uncomfortable. Because if you're not doing something that makes you uncomfortable, you're not growing. You're not growing. Which is why,
Hallelujah.
yeah, which is why you need to try bottoming at least once. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. So over these three or four shows, I don't really remember. Over these 3 or 4 shows, I have pushed myself a lot and done a bunch of different types of performances. I've done stand-up and singing parodies, and I've done spoken word, and I've done comedy lip syncs, and I'm doing 2 completely new different things this time as well. And I really feel like I have gotten what I need from this.
Oh.
And other people aren't pushing themselves in the way that I thought that this show would make them push themselves.
Is this some backhanded like, Tyffanie, you have not been pushing yourself?
No, it's just I
like,
wanted.
how do I turn it
people-
back to me?
I wanted people to be invigorated by this and to try new things, and I think that people have tried ish new things, and there are a couple people have really pushed themselves outside of their boxes, and that's been great. But I think that we're moving on from it, and I want to expend my energy doing other things and focusing on other projects that I think will be more rewarding to me.
Yeah.
So I'm ending the show. So this is the last comedy of Drag Airs.
Yeah, and that's totally legit. You know, like if you are the one putting in all the effort to organize it, you need to do things that are giving you something back in return, sort of thing. Yeah, and I totally understand as a drag show organizer over the years. We're like, okay, I would do theme shows, and sometimes there was pushback. I'm sure you even push back. Probably,
I probably pushed back on a couple themes.
I'm like, oh, it's gonna be country, and then
no, I was the only one who was gung ho for country.
Actually, yeah, you were. I think, yeah, and everyone else sent me other songs, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like country. They're like, it's country. I'm like, okay.
16 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch getting fucked at Ram Ranch. Anyway,
I forgot about that number.
Yeah, that's probably one of the weirdest numbers I've ever done.
She says she didn't. She did comedy all the way.
She's been doing comedy the entire time. I've been doing comedy since I started, but I really wanted to try, other types of comedy, different things.
Well, Rowena, I will say that it was the first time me doing any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Improv. Thank you.
Excellent.
It was the first time you burst my little improv bubble. Thank you.
Did you enjoy the improv?
I enjoyed it a lot, but looking at the videos, it looks like I did not enjoy it. And I'm like, no, I was enjoying myself. Why does it look like I'm panicked? And
She's not panicked. She's just thinking.
Yeah,
She's just thinking.
That is one of my challenges. I think is sometimes sometimes things come very, very quickly. Sometimes things don't.
Who knows? Maybe the retirement of a comedy of drag errors will just be like a drag queen's retirement, temporary.
Yes, it's just a sabbatical.
It's a sabbatical. It's a sabbatical. No, I have so many other projects that I really want to delve into and devote that time and energy to, and they are large scale projects. They are things that take a lot of time and a lot of energy, and like a couple of them I've been planning already for a year or two. So it's things that I really need to put my heart and soul into, and if I'm stressing about these other things, then I'm not going to do it. So I need to take some time, and I need to, the summer's a great time for artistic vision because you're happy because the sun's out.
Exactly.
Yeah. The winter's a horrible time for artistic vision. The winter's a time for like reading books and drinking hot chocolate and snuggling in blankets and having cats on your lap.
Well, the winter is always a good time to stop and brainstorm and hopefully plan ahead. And, I really should have had a mood board put up and been like, this is what you're doing
You
in
should
May.
have a
This is what
mood
you're doing in
board.
June. And I never did. I had all these thoughts in the wintertime. Did I write any of them down? No.
The first Silver Jubilee show is coming up, isn't it? Or is this the second Silver Jubilee show? Your Tyffanie Fund.
Yeah. The Limestone to Limelight Fund.
Limestone to Limelight Fund.
Yeah, it's coming up in June. It's coming up in June.
I thought it was, I thought there... Oh, yeah, it's a Universus show, right?
Yeah, Universal
It's
show.
now that's what I call drag, a 90s show. I'm so excited. I'm going to go. I'm going to buy a ticket. I'm going to go because that's what I call music.
Yeah.
I used to stay up and watch those commercials, and like Uni's advertising is so on point. Having the Michael Bolton song playing in the background of the video, it kills me. It really does. And
Was it a Michael Bolton song? I for some reason I was thinking it was George Michael though. Should have known better. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, well, that was
dun,
also
dun.
on that album, but no,
Oh, okay.
it's the Michael Bolton is. How does it go? No.
Anyway, Michael Bolton. Oh yeah, Michael Bolton.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
him.
find the video so that I can remember it.
My God, all those crazy '80s singers that you're like, they were ugly as sin, but for some reason everyone loved them.
Where is it? Where
That
is
nose.
it?
That nose.
Nope, that's not it.
Everybody. Oh, how am I supposed to live without you?
How am I supposed to live without you? That's how it goes.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was just it was that commercial, and then it was like Celine Dion going, all by myself. And it was great because it was like all your favorite love songs on Now That's What I Call Music.
Oh my God, those fucking commercials.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're like you can
Yes.
buy 4 albums of like
4 albums of the 90s greatest love songs for only $29.99.
the 70s
If
greatest
you order
hits.
now, we'll give you this other album called Villain Songs. I don't know. But those commercials were
Yeah.
so great.
I will say from the Bewitched birthday show, it's just there is a lot of talent in town here, and the fact that Bewitched was able to edit those videos so quickly too, and I feel like I'm doing these little video vignette things for the Comedy of Drag Airs. And I'm feeling the pressure to do these little video vignettes, even though I do not have the immediate finesse to be like throw something together so quickly. I have to think about it. Although I imagine they thought about it thoroughly beforehand as
Yes.
well. They already
Yes.
storyboarded it in their head.
Yes, they did.
And then they are just able to execute it and
Yes,
just
they
being-
waterboarded it in their head.
Yeah, I need to be the artist and have someone be the artist studio. And I'm like, I have this idea. Here it is on paper.
Put it
Make
together.
it.
Well, that's
Make
called
it.
paying people.
I just want a studio,
You
an
wanna be the
artist
producer. You
studio.
wanna be the
I want
producer.
to be the producer. You know, if it means I feed
Produced
them
by Tyffanie Morgan.
if I feed them pasta salad as the remuneration,
Executive
it's
producer
okay.
Tyffanie Morgan.
Creative artist Tiffany Morgan, laborers,
Laborers. Unpaid labor.
Unpaid labor.
Unskilled labor.
unskilled. Oh my gosh, it's like some drag queen who's auditioning for a drag brunch. But anyway, did I say that out loud? Oh my gosh. Anyway, Rowena Whey, what shows? Oh, I'm going in a diabetic coma. I think I
Oh
can
my
tell
gosh,
right
okay.
now. I can tell right now.
So,
Oh my God.
what shows do I have coming up? Well, of
Yeah,
course, I have my monthly drag bingo at Daft this Thursday.
Oh,
It's
yay.
$5 at the door.
What about tomorrow, Wednesday?
Tomorrow, I have the open stage.
Open stage, yeah.
Open stage drag show. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be at the Grad Club at 8 p.m. Doors at 7:30. Then Friday, of course, Comedy of Drag airs. And Sunday, Oh Mother, the Mother's Day drag show in Belleville. Those other three were in Kingston. In Belleville. Your ticket includes a mimosa. If you don't drink, give me your mimosa.
And without the orange juice.
Without the orange juice. And then I also have a whole bunch of shows. Go to rowenaway.com to find out about all of my shows, because there are so many, and a lot of the Pride shows are already posted. Get your tickets early. That way I don't have anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your name? Who are you?
My
Who's
name.
This bitch? Who's that hoe?
Who's
Fuck
that
bitch.
hoe?
Fuck that hoe. Fuck that bitch
Who's
to the
that?
condom slip.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan, and don't let the condom slip. Tyffanie Morgan, you can find me at Tyffanie.com, TYFFANIE.com. I updated my website. It's a little bit more demure, a little bit more, mindful, and it has all my events on there. But you can find me on Tyffanie.com, and all my socials are on there too. And yeah, I think if I remember correctly, my next show is May 9th at the Comedy of Drag airs at Friday at the Broom Factory. Get your tickets in advance or at the door.
Yep.
And then after that, it would be the spring into summer, which is going to be at the park.
May 17th.
Lake Ontario Park, May 17th.
Yeah.
And the Wilderness is going to be there.
I will not. I will be in Picton.
I didn't ask you if you're going to be there. I'm just saying who's going to be there.
Oh, sorry.
I don't give a
Wilderness will
shit
be
if
there.
you're there or not.
Oh, well, I'm not coming to your shows anymore.
Why are you in Picton? Why are you in Picton?
At the Hayloft.
Oh, she's in the Hayloft. It's a long weekend, so of course all of us are booked and blessed, and we're all in different parts of Ontario. Like, welcome to the
I'm
world
actually
of
in Picton on Friday and Saturday.
Oh,
yeah.
She just loves to just dig deep right here. She just digs deep right here in my heart. You know, she's talking about, well, let's just be honest. Like I said, I cannot do all the shows that she does. And she does all those shows because she's fucking crazy.
I am crazy. This is true. This is true. This is true fact.
True fact. Hashtag true fact.
And you have been listening to.
Wait, no. Where can they find all the?
They can find all of the upcoming drag shows at
dragshow.ca.
And dragshow.ca and Kingston Pride will have a booth at Kingston Pride this year. It'll be Kingston Drag booth, where you can get drag merch from all of your favorite drag artists if they have merch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So visit us at Kingston Pride.
And you can find all our podcasts, because they're all up there again, on the mapletea.ca.
The mapletea.ca.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those lovely streaming platforms. Please do subscribe and take a listen.
Thank you so much for listening to
What's the Maple Tea?
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.